Good day, my name is Ephemeris, and welcome back to Astrology Bonus. On today's episode, I will discuss an interesting find in the heavens. On December 28th, 2024, Mars, the god of war, and Pluto, lord of the underworld, were considered contra-parallel between 12:09 a.m. and 3:55 a.m. Eastern Time. When we add the part of fortune, the vertex, the north node, and the south node, we notice a profound, acknowledgeable, fully defined, vertical, and 99% symmetrical hexagram lasting a full 2 minutes between 2:17 a.m. and 2:18 a.m. This looks like an excellent place to start the reading. Let's look at this another way. My own rendition of the December 28th hexagram. On December 28th, 2024, we had Mars in the 9th house, 3 degrees Leo, retrograde, the vertex in the 8th, 3 degrees Gemini, the north node in the 5th house, 1 degrees Aries, retrograde, Pluto in the 3rd house, 1 degree Aquarius, the part of fortune in the 2nd, 0 degrees Sagittarius, and the south node in the 11th, 1 degree Libra, retrograde. All of the celestial objects in this hexagram are in the early degrees of their respective signs, 331101, if you read down the degree column. I would like to, at this time, recommend a 3.5 out of 10 trigger warning in this reading, as it appears a good majority of the celestial placements are relatively dark and evil in most signification. This is not the sisterhood of the traveling pantaloons. This is most definitely not the feel-good movie of the year. And without further ado, trigger me Jagger, let's get at her. In this reading, I'll start with Mars in the 9th house, which concerns public safety. I see difficulty and strife, especially for tenants. There is much danger and violence in foreign lands. Beware of anyone who is forceful, fanatical, or irregular. Grave difficulty for lawyers appears in this reading. Mars in Leo indicates an electric, fiery, destructive, kingly energy. Sudden public appointments in governmental affairs. People who are well dressed. Many warlike exercises. Shooting, riding, and fighting appear. Protection and promotion through business friendships. Manufacturing of steel is advisable. Pluto in the 3rd house, 1 degree Aquarius, is a violent sign. This is a sign we are on the early thresholds of an age of feudalism. Electric powerhouses appear in this reading. Possible injury to shoulders, hands, and fingers. This indicates rigorous usage of mechanical devices and experiencing accidents during their use. You may see public figures who are very opinionated. Many people hold an idea regardless of contradictory evidence and social pressure. However, this gives the ability to uncover hidden motives and accurately evaluate situations in depth. I wonder, hidden motives? You may experience extremism. You may have many changes of mind and second thoughts about decisions. Beware of moodiness and brooding. Avoid people you suspect are negative thinkers or energy vampires. Jurisprudence appears many times throughout this reading, and someone out there may be concerned for the health of a father. Pluto is betraying and fiendish. Lawlessness, perhaps. A potential situation that could lead to lawlessness. Outer regions, the abyss, the underworld. Archangel Cambiel appears. A new princedom. Metaphysics. Someone wants to establish a princedom, perhaps? Next, we find the vertex, a spot associated with fate, that which is out of the control of human hands. In the 8th house of death, a sense of dread and panic, problems with goods of the dead, restlessness and fidgety, rising high in life and proving to be generous, a scientific mind. Vertex in Gemini indicates the one who is double-bodied, Gog and Magog, Romulus and Remus, coffers and chests with doors, Eros and Anteros, pillared buildings, Cain and Abel, Simon and Levi. You may catch the news through rumors or papers. You may catch the scoop from a messenger or wandering teacher. We find the North Node, the dragon's head, in the 5th house, Aries retrograde, which is an unlucky sign for ambassadors, the ammunition supply of a place besieged, risk of trouble and calamities and danger. Someone may lose perseverance, someone may be fearless. Difficulties for children in martial arts, contact sports, athletics in general, and possible issues in school. I keep having an image of a posh, formal boarding school versus a state-run boarding school, all practicing unison karate on a large parade square. Strange. We have the part of fortune in the 2nd house, 0 degrees Sagittarius. There may be some opportunities, protection and promotion through business friendship, gain through property and employment, careers involving the development, production, and utilization of ballistics. Sagittarius is pictured as a half-human, half-horse. You may have a public enemy whom you defeat. Careers in the development of optical systems and their production and usage is advisable. Pursuit of these endeavors may result in success in money, money, money. And finally, we have the South Node, or Dragon's Tail, in the 11th house of Friends, 1 degree Libra retrograde. I'm sensing disrupted alliances and false friends. People who hold high office will be in the news, possibly including kings. The 11th house also indicates the enemies of our children. I would not hesitate to start some form of preparation. Difficult situations for ambassadors, inconsistent and deceitful friends. You may have undesirable associates. Be cautious of advice. You may have lost an opportunity. You may experience some kind of feud. Places where seafaring vessels are built and launched. Possible tension between China and Japan. And finally, Turkmenistan in the vicinity of the Caspian Sea has shown up in this reading. This is a computer-generated model of the December 28th hexagram. Keep in mind that Mars and Pluto are also in opposition, making the strength of the contraparallel that much more twisted and evil. Starting from the left on the expanded global map, we have the part of fortune directly over Alaska near the Canadian border. We have Mars and Pluto over Niagara County in the Great Lakes region near the Niagara River border. We have the north and south nodes over Iceland and Greenland, heading south, passing the West African coast. And finally, the dark moon Lilith crosses the area of Chukotka, Russia, across the Bering Strait from Alaska. I believe the December 28th hexagram energies resonate well into the future. My name is Ephemeris. Until next time.